different from pro as it was in college? You find it similar?
Do you get nervous for moments like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody who plays the game that cares about the game gets a little nervous before a game.
With a player like Max Crosby on the other side, how much do you embrace that challenge in week one in your rookie season?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. They got a great team. There's a bunch of good players on the defense, so we just have to go out there and handle our business.
Well, what goes into your preparation, just studying your matchup specifically? Do you watch on tape, like what sort of goes into it?
Yeah, I mean, watch a lot of this. Yeah.
Well, do you feel like you guys can make a statement first game of the season in terms of what type of team you want to be this season?
Yeah, we just got to go out there and play our game. Do what's being asked of us. Just try to put our best foot forward.
I should know the Raiders' defense so far.
They look good, but we'll find out on Sunday what it's going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you take what you just said as far as what you guys have done from day one at training camp to now, as far as where you're prepared, you think, for offense?
I think we always can grow in my mind. I don't think a team's ever, even when you win the Super Bowl, you still got room to grow. You could get better. It's week one, and we'll see if what we've been doing since really OTAs and Coach Vrabel came in, that identity and building that, we'll see if it's shows its fruits on Sunday or if we have more work to do. And obviously the goal is that it shows fruits.
You mentioned conditioning.
Yep.
Mike says win the second half.
Yep.
What do you think correlate to that?
I mean, if you're not in shape, it's easy to show up and not do what you're supposed to do. The excuses multiply when you're out of shape. I guess the phrase that kind of has got passed around for years now, and everybody tries to take credit for it, but this is certainly not mine, is conditioning makes cowards of us all. When you're tired, you can make an excuse for why you didn't get a block, why you didn't hold on to the ball, why you didn't pass protect, why you didn't make a tackle. But when you're in shape and you can see somebody else out of shape, your opponent out of shape, it's a much better feeling.
A lot of excitement around here, with Mike and everything else. How excited are you to come out of that tunnel on Sunday?
Yeah, any opportunity, this is year 9 for me. Any opportunity I've had to get another chance to be on the field and play this game, it's always a special one. I never take it for granted. So I'll continue to do that, and it's exciting that we're finally here after all this time.
You mentioned identity. What is the hope that this team's identity will be?
Our big four are taking care of the ball, our effort, the way that we protect each other and make great decisions. All those things are what our team wants to be. When you turn on the tape, hey, these guys finish. Hey, these guys take care of the ball. Hey, these guys take care of the guy with the ball. Hey, these guys make fundamental plays. They don't have after the play penalties, pre-snap penalties. They're sharp and they make great decisions.
I know. Matt, you've played a lot of games in the stadium for a visiting player. Taking the field at Gillette as part of the home team beneath those banners, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's exciting for sure. I think obviously there's a history of winning here. Not to sound mean about it, but I don't care because I know it doesn't influence us now. Like, I wish you could be like, well, the Patriots have been winning for a while, so we should get like a +2 on our schedule. Like, that would be great. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So you got to go out there and earn it every day. Those guys in the past earned it and were able to win championships over and over again. And now it's our turn to do the same thing, but it doesn't come easy.
Mack, I know he was coaching the other side of the ball, but what stands out about Patrick Graham as a coach and defense coordinator?
Yeah, he's a sharp coach. He's a great guy. Enjoyed my time. Obviously, I wasn't, like you said, on that side of the ball, but enjoyed the lunchroom conversations and that type of stuff. So I'm excited for opportunity to go against, his defense in a real situation, not practice.
What's impressed you and excited you about your quarterback?
That I think he's continuing to grow as not only a player but a leader and understanding the game. And usually that second year is when guys are able to do that because the first year can kind of go by so fast. You barely know what's going on. And then you get to the offseason, you're like, oh, wow, I just played an NFL season. So it's good to see him kind of be able to see the bigger picture now as he's had his second year in the league.
So if you were asked this already, are you get some extra motivation going against the former team?
Nah, if you line it up and if I'm inside the white, they can make it 30-30.
What do you feel like for you guys as an offense? You don't really know much. Certain coaches, everything else.
Yeah, I think many other teams are in a similar situation, right? I mean, it's our first time truly live testing our rules out together, playing against one playing against another team alongside each other. So awesome opportunity ahead of us.
What have you liked so far about the offense throughout camp?
A lot of things. I'm trying to say what I can say publicly. I will say the teaching process of the coaches really getting all 11 of us tied in, whether it be run or pass. So we've been putting in the work, not just on the field, but in the classroom as well, to make sure the details are where we want them.
How big a challenge is the Raiders defense, starting with Mr. Crosby?
Yeah, absolutely. Great player. Definitely earns every bit of respect he's gotten in this league. So got a good challenge ahead of us. So I mean, if you're a pro athlete, this is what you look for. I mean, good opportunity in front of us, in front of the team. So good football team. Similar situation for them. New staff, new systems, new personnel, the whole gamut. So rules-based football. Let's go out there and have some fun.
Is he one of those guys you look at, he can wreck a game? Like you have to have a plan for him in particular because of the way he plays and how he impacts the offense?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, all good defensive players have that type of ability. So, I mean, again, they definitely earn every bit of respect they get in this league. So you definitely got to account for them.
How y'all doing? I'm great. Appreciate y'all taking the time out. Before we start, you mind if I have a little conversation with y'all? Obviously, I haven't talked much in camp. It's nice to see everybody here. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate your patience. I just try to take this time to be focused, get my mind right, get my body right. Come into camp with the right mindset, physically and mentally. It's always a thing in camp. So I just needed that time. So I appreciate y'all having patience with me. But I do kind of want to address some things as far as like that happened throughout camp. Obviously, I look at the media as a whole, and I kind of want to approach this thing as professional as possible. So, Phil and Tom, if I don't want to mistakenly or say the wrong names, but my words, I had some conversations and I had some interviews throughout camp, and some of my words are misconstrued and, kind of, I don't know, me talking to another individual, I don't know, it was kind of regurgitated in another way, or taken out of context, and I think I was referred to as a pain, and I hate pain in the posterior, but I'm gonna say exactly what it really was. Obviously, I don't want to come across as that, and I'm gonna say this. I want to be very clear. I'm an adult. I apologize. I'm not up here to ego trip. I'm not up here to, rub anybody the wrong way or say anything for clickbait. If I rubbed anybody the wrong way, I really want to apologize. Moving forward, obviously, we have a media to player relationship as professional as I can be. I want to make myself available each and every week. Obviously don't want to make this thing abrasive. It can be as seamless as possible, and it also can be abrasive. And I don't want to get up here and not answer questions or make anybody feel uncomfortable. I mean, obviously, it's a world we live in. Like, if somebody calls you, you start acting like one. No, you don't. I won't. That's not me. So I want to apologize if I ever came across as anybody. But moving forward, I kind of want to get things off on the right foot. We're going to spend a lot of time together, and I kind of want to give obviously a good interview if I'm asked questions. I don't want to get up here giving you the vanilla answers or no answer at all. So moving forward, hopefully this relationship can grow and we build on something special. Obviously it's going to be a long season, so we're going to spend a lot of time together. Shoot.
Appreciate you saying that. We base things on academic interpretations. And appreciate you saying that. And if we misrepresent myself, I should speak for me. We apologize. We did try to put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
After further conversations. But once the toothpaste is out, it's going to get all back in. So appreciate you saying that. And bring them up. So I can go with the film. Appreciate it. Well going forward.
I appreciate that. Obviously, you're obligated to report on the media and all the news that's broken. Obviously, everybody has a job. I just want to, hopefully I'm being painted in not in a negative light when I haven't rubbed anybody the wrong way or done a thing. I don't want to be that guy. So thank you. I appreciate that.
No, that's my bad. That's something I wanted to apologize for too. Talk to you in the locker room
Appreciate
the
that.
other day. So appreciate you having the attitude that you do.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any excuse for using the language that I used.
Appreciate that.
Should have said it that way. So hopefully we can build from here. I do apologize for using that language because I want to get to know you. Hopefully these interactions that we have publicly we can do that a little bit.
Sounds great. Fresh start. let's get this show on the road. Let's roll on the show.
Steph, one of those things that you talked about, the Rossini podcast, you left it hazy whether you're going to be available for week 1.
Yeah.
Sort of, why did you make those comments at that time, and do you still feel that way?
Well, obviously, like, you know, y'all report for the New England Patriots. Kind of don't want to give any, you know, information. You know, we don't talk about injury. Our coach always says, don't talk about injury. Don't talk about anything we got going on. Keep the focus on, you know, team and, you know, you get in the right place. Speak for yourself. So when I was talking about myself, I try not to, you know, you don't want to let the opposition know what's going on. And, you know, obviously if it was hazy, it was for a good reason. I didn't mean any hurt, harm, or danger about it. It was just more so like, damn, like, you don't want the opposition to see you coming, do you? You know what I'm saying? So obviously, and it was playful. It wasn't really like, if you watch the interview, it was like more sarcastic and obviously playful. We have a good relationship. So I didn't want to mean to come across like, you know, gray. If you do have a question, I feel pretty good.
Curious, what's your mindset going into there's been a lot of talk about your recovery, having suffered the ACL in the games now, kind of appearing to be ready for week 1. I'm just curious, what's your mindset going into the season? What do you feel about your game specifically is going to maybe excel in this offense?
Yeah, this is my 11th year in the league. You know, this is my 11th camp. So, you know, I'm obviously excited. I put my head down and work. I've just, up to this point, I've done everything they asked me to do. Try to, like, pace it, making sure we're peaking at the right time. I've been in camp. This is my 11th camp. You know, that's a lot of camp for me. So as far as, like, being healthy and doing the right stuff consistently and being around the guys, kind of building that camaraderie, like, that was my mindset. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to play football. So I just took this time to sharpen up on the playbook, doing the things that I need to do and getting right mentally. You know, I'm super excited. It's going on like 10 months, you know, and obviously coming back from injury isn't easy, but going out there, mixing it up, I'm in a good spot. So I'm trying to stay there.
With the playbook, studying it all summer and working through with the offense.
Yeah, obviously, I think there was some concerns around OTAs and stuff like that. You know, people were talking about the playbook and stuff. But like I said, it's like my 11th year. I think studying and things get tedious, but if you dedicate your time to it, it'll start coming full circle. I mean, people don't factor in, kind of look at it as like kind of like school. You know, it's easy to be in the classroom. Like many of us have taken tests right before the test, study a little bit, go ace it. But you got to factor in going outside, getting tired, running routes, and, you know, being mentally sharp. So for me, I mean, I feel 100% confident. You can't never get too confident or too complacent. You got to continue to flip those pages and, you know, kind of stay sharp. Like, so don't get too, you know, don't ever get too confident. So I'm all right. Oh, my bad.
In camp, we would see you get maybe targeted a lot early in practice, maybe not see as much in 11s.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you go more, you know, participating in 11s, not so much early in practice. Was that a plan with the coaching staff to maybe take some of those sessions a little bit easier?
I believe so. I believe so, just because, like I said, this is my 11th camp, you know what I'm saying? And I was coming back from injury. More so, you know, Coach Raves and Coach Todd and Coach Josh, it was more the mental reps. Make sure I'm getting the mental reps because, you know, the bullet's going to be flying real soon. And prior to that, it was like you didn't want to put too much of a workload on me, obviously. I wanted it, but they were just like, you know, obviously being smart. You know, I've been around for a little time. I didn't forget how to play football, but taking those mental reps was super important for me. So I know what I got. I know the depth. I know the rules, the keys. You know what I'm saying? I try not to talk too much football and give away some stuff, but that mental portion was important. So you saw me here and there, little peaks and valleys, I guess, right?
That you've been elevating your practice performance.
Yeah.
What does that entail? What does that look like?
It's just more reps. Like obviously, you know, kind of what he was just talking about. It was just a little bit here and there, and then it was some honus on myself too. But they're gonna not lighten the caseload. They're gonna give you more when you ask for more. Obviously, we're getting close, and that game shape is real. So for me, that's what it was. That's exactly what he's speaking to, and I love it. I missed it. You got some hard workers around us, and especially in that receiver room, and I really appreciate it. You know, coming off an injury ain't easy, but when you're around the right guys, it makes it a little more easier.
Process of building trust with Drake so far?
It's fun. You know, he's a young quarterback. He has a lot of confidence. He has a strong arm. He's playing with that confidence. You know, at that time in camp where everybody's trying to peak at the right time, I'm seeing a lot of good things. You know, I don't coach quarterbacks. I just catch the ball and try to get open. So for me, just trying to build that. You know, continue to just do my job, and I feel like, you know, all the receivers are trying to do that.
I feel like we saw you, Mack, and Demario showing off some dance moves. Good plans for the in season, or we should Good dance.
we-
Good dance.
I think we gotta do the hard part first, like catch the ball, get open, Yeah, obviously. Yeah, me too. Speaking hypothetically, when we do touch that end zone, just trying to not get no taunting. We went over that today, so no thumbs. They said no thumbs. All right.
Because we've seen the ball 160 targets almost annually last year. 8 games played. How do you feel about this Josh McDaniels offense, which doesn't necessarily bang at the same time? And fitting in that, your expectations, do you have those for what happened this year?
Yeah, I got to ask that question. I think by a close friend of mine, and I was kind of expressing to him, man, it's a different offense, and we got a lot of weapons. Like for me, like I'm not going in there like, man, I need like, nah, it's not that kind of party. I feel like we got a lot of guys that can make plays at a high level, and what I'm accustomed to doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just, it is what it is. Like at this point in my career, obviously, I'm excited just to get out there and then just put more pressure on, make the most of your opportunities. Like I had talked to my receiver coach, Coach Todd, eat what's on your plate. Like if everybody got some plays here and there or whatever you got, if you got this many targets or that many targets, eat what's on your plate. And that's what's important to me at this point. And squeezing that lemon and making fruit punch. That's what I'm trying to do.
Steph, are you expecting to be on a play count?
Arizona. Say no. I don't know. I don't make the rules, but we'll see how it goes. But I really hope not. I really hope not. But we'll see how it goes.
Considering what you went through last year, what does it mean to be here right now and to be preparing to play?
I'm just, I'm really thankful. I would say that mostly. 10 months without football is rough. It's my day job, it's my love, it's my passion. So I went without it for a very long time. So at this point, I'm just being in front of you guys, like I'm appreciating where I'm at right now. Like you get back to doing what you love. I'm around some good individuals. It's fun. It's new. It's obviously going to be an adjustment, but we're trying to get this show on the road. We're trying to start 1-0. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just thankful to be where I'm at right now. Back playing football, back running into people, catching the ball. That's the exciting part for me. I didn't get caught up in the not wanting to practice. Of course, I had those moments like, damn, I missed the games, but I knew it would come eventually. So just stacking those bricks each and every day and being healthy. A healthy me is a happy me. So, I'm really happy right now. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all. All right?